Xiaomi 13 Ultra has officially gone on sale, and the first batch of users who pre-ordered on the e-commerce platform have already received their mobile phones. At present, the comments of major bloggers and user feedback have been widely disseminated on the internet. First, there are complaints about the thickness of the Mi 13 Ultra's body, but in reality, it's a problem across the industry. For the 1-inch outsole camera flagships of various companies, it is not only necessary to stack materials in the imaging aspect, but also to increase the configuration in other aspects, which will inevitably lead to an increase in the thickness of the phone. Therefore, the body thickness of Xiaomi 13 Ultra is about 9mm, which is not outrageous. When I use it myself, I feel that it feels very good in the hand. Even if there is a right angle, there is no feeling of clapping at all. Moreover, the lens of the image flagship with a 1-inch outsole will have obvious protrusions, not to mention that the Mi 13 Ultra has a variable aperture, which is unavoidable. Secondly, some people questioned the screen performance of Mi 13 Ultra, thinking that the screen was slightly red. But in fact, Mi 13 Ultra itself supports different color temperature adjustments. Only by adjusting the color temperatures of the two phones to the same level, and then comparing them, can we make a fair evaluation. In addition, it is only fair to compare it with the Samsung E6 screen mobile phone next to it, to see the performance of the Huaxing optoelectronic screen, adopted by Mi 13 Ultra, in terms of color display, screen transparency, and viewing angle. If I were to use one word to summarize the design of Xiaomi 13 Ultra, it would probably be professional. Different from the clear distinction between the middle frame and the back cover in the traditional design, the frosted metal middle frame of Mi 13 Ultra extends further to the back cover, leaving only the middle part for the technical nano skin, made of silicone material. The official introduction is for reference. The design of Leica's classic M series cameras is adopted, and I personally feel that it is a 3-point similarity. Regarding the bulge of the rear camera module, Xiaomi has used a rather ingenious design this time. At the top third of the phone, the back cover will start to bulge. On this small platform, the rear camera module, the bulge isn't as noticeable anymore. It is worth mentioning that thanks to the existence of this small platform, the fingers will basically not touch the rear camera module during daily holding, which further alleviates the heavy feeling caused by the protrusion of the rear camera module. Finally, let's talk about the accessory that appeared on the warm-up poster, the camera handle. This combination consists of a mobile phone case and a wireless camera handle buckled on it, and the surface is covered with the same technology as the back cover of the mobile phone. After installation, the entire mobile phone has a professional sense of the camera visually. The addition of the handle grip and lanyard can also make it easier to hold the phone for a long time to take pictures. For friends who plan to take pictures with Xiaomi 13 Ultra for a long time, this handle is a must-have accessory. For the current flagship phones, the performance is actually not worth discussing. After all, everyone has the same combination of Snapdragon flagship core, LPDDR5X, and UFS 4.0. But having said that, performance testing cannot be absent. In order to verify its performance, we first invited the good friends Antutu and 3D Mark of the review editors to run a benchmark test on this phone. It can be seen that the score of Antutu has reached 1,312,200 points, and the score of 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme has reached 3724 points, which is very good. Of course, the running score test is definitely not completely consistent with the user's real usage scenario. In order to test the performance limit of Mi 13 Ultra, I chose a game scene with a heavy load in the daily use of most users for testing. As for the specific test game, it is naturally none other than Genshin Impact. In order to test the actual effect of the annular cooling pump, I used Xiaomi 13 Ultra to play Genshin Impact for half an hour, with the performance mode turned on, 60 frames and extremely high image quality settings, and the temperature of the mobile phone was measured before and after the game. It can be seen that after running for half an hour, the average temperature of the phone is 42.2 degrees Celsius. I believe that everyone who pays attention to Xiaomi Mi 13 Ultra wants to know how its imaging capabilities are, so here we will first take a look at the impact configuration of Mi 13 Ultra. In addition to the 1-inch IMX989 sensor that is standard on the current flagship, the ultra-wide-angle lens and the two telephoto lenses both use the IMX858 sensor. Although the size is not outstanding, it is better in that the focal length coverage is more complete, except for 0.5x, 1x, 3.2x, and 5x. In addition to the fourth gear, it can also provide two hardware cropping gears of 2x and 10x, which can basically cover most of the scenes of daily shooting. Let's directly look at the real shooting performance below. In the daytime environment, the shooting performance of Xiaomi 13 Ultra has no obvious shortcomings. With the blessing of Leica images, the color reproduction is true and natural, and there is no trace of over-sharpening. It is worth mentioning that its efforts on multi-camera consistency have not been in vain. The color performance of multiple cameras is basically consistent, and there are no problems such as color cast. In terms of battery life, the Mi 13 Ultra has further increased the battery to 5000 mAh, and it is also equipped with 90 watts wired fast charging and the standard 50 watts wireless fast charging of the Xiaomi digital flagship. Due to time constraints, I only tested the charging speed here. Before testing, I drained it completely and connected it to the built-in 90 watts charger for testing. According to our actual measurement data, under the current room temperature environment, it can be charged to 81% in 30 minutes, and it takes about 46 minutes to fully charge. The results can only be said to be quite satisfactory. The above is my quick experience with the Mi 13 Ultra. Overall, Xiaomi 13 Ultra is a qualified imaging flagship. Features such as a 1-inch main camera, Leica color, and full focal length coverage allow it to stand in the first echelon of image flagships. In terms of appearance design, Xiaomi 13 Ultra is also moving closer to professional cameras, further emphasizing its professional attributes. Thank you for watching, have a nice day and see you soon.